Coming up today on This Is True Really News.
Where was all this fun when Ian was doing that whole segment on us?
I don't know. He didn't ask the right questions. He's a moron.
Well, he does take after his father.
He is my moron. That's we're going to disabuse you of the notion that there's any water flowing under the bridge. So, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News.
Is that like the lights are on and nobody's home?
In sort of. Well, if I'm doing the story, yes.
Well, then we know.
Yeah. So, like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News, and please cajole others to do the same.
And Ian, we do love you, man. Like a son. Well, his son.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So you
I'm glad Ann pays us.
It was right.
At the Moscow, I'm glad Ann pays me. At the Moscow Open Chess Tournament.
Me, I get fed.
Yeah, you get the good end of that deal.
That's right.
Of course, Robin feeds me, so it works out.
Yeah.
And she has to pay Ann to pay me to. At the Moscow Open Chess Tournament, a chess-playing robot apparently became a bit unsettled by a 7-year-old player's quick move in the game.
Wow.
So it grabbed the kid's hand and snapped one of his fingers, according to a story in The Guardian.
Seriously?
Sergei Lazarev, or Lazarev?
Is that the name of the computer? Or
no, that's the president of the Moscow Chess Federation said the robot did break the child's finger. This is, of course, bad. Why am I picturing some weird scene from a sitcom? This is bad.
Right? Duh.
Another official
obvious.
Another official. No, it was Sergei Lazarev from the Moscow Chess Federation.
Oh.
Another official explained there are certain safety rules, and the child apparently violated them. When he made his move, he did not realize he first had to wait. Really? So in the robot's programming, it's like, okay, I made my move. I shall now count to 3. If I see any movement before that, I break it.
I think it's simpler than that. If a 7-year-old does something I don't like, I hurt him.
So the robot is like
that. How is that a problem?
That weird neighbor in every neighborhood. There's one neighbor that, and then you find out years later he's just a marshmallow. Christopher, the young man, returned to the tournament the next day
with a broken finger.
And oh yes, his parents have talked to the prosecutor's office. You think?
There you go.
I don't know. I'm just wondering, of all the things you could put in your robot, why did you have to put bad sportsmanship in there?
It is Moscow.
I mean, you couldn't leave that out?
It's Russia. What are you thinking?
Maybe the boy was Ukrainian.
Hey. So have you ever heard the saying, water under the bridge?
No.
Yes, you have.
Mm-mm.
Locals.
You said there's no water under the bridge earlier.
Well, not now. There is. Not when you look at it this way.
Okay.
Locals that live around. No.
Like
Locals that live. No. Locals.
Like this?
No.
Shoot, I'm running out of ways.
Locals. Well, pull your head out first.
That was a bit uncalled for. If I had a robot, I'd have him snap your tonsils.
Well, good luck. I'm double jointed, remember?
Your tonsils.
Oh. Locals that live
around... I don't care if you don't have any. He won't either. He'll just go looking.
Locals that live around the Amazon River have
name him Bruno.
Locals that live around the Amazon River have no reference point for the idiom water under the bridge.
Because they have no bridge?
There are no bridges that cross it.
I was going to say they have to have water.
There are no bridges that cross it. None. Zip, zilch, nada.
So like one less than one. 2 less than 2.
Much. Yeah, 3 less than
about the
3.
same as 0.
For one, there are no roads on either side of the river that need to be connected.
Well, there is that.
And for 2, in the rainy season, the river rises about 30 feet.
Oh, that would be entertaining.
Turning a 3-mile wide crossing into a 30-mile wide crossing.
How big is that bridge in New Orleans that spans the lake?
Oh,
remember, it's a huge man-made lake
on Pontchartrain, right?
Yeah, and that wasn't right. It's a man-made lake.
I don't know.
And then they had to build a bridge over it
because they didn't think about it before. They could have put the channel in it, but long before.
Politicians.
Well, you know how it is.
Genius. Democrats, I'll bet.
Other long rivers have many
Republicans.
The Nile has 9 bridges in Cairo alone. In the last 30 years?
It does not. It does too. See, you're in denial.
There we are. Thank you.
But
In the last 30 years, China has built more than 100 bridges across the Yangtze. And the Mississippi River has 142 bridges.
Do we actually know the Chinese built all those, or are they just telling us that?
Well,
Yeah.
As for the Amazon, boats and ferries.
We're talking the river again, not the company that
Yes.
sells us stuff and likes to manipulate things.
Boats and ferries are the preferred method, and they're likely to remain so.
How many ferries does it take to get a person across? They're very tiny.
I was going to say there must be a ferries union somewhere.
Little stogie.
Yeah, some
All
ferry
right.
with a stogie. Yeah, that's right.
You and me, kid. Let's go. You gonna put that out? Why?
It says no smoking. I don't care. I'm a ferry.
Do you have a no smoking ferry? Citing confusingly contradictory reasons, Klondike, not the
Ice cream
cat.
bar?
That's the one.
Okay.
Remember Klondike cat though? Klondike announced on July 26th that it is discontinuing its beloved Choco Taco.
Oh,
The
those.
Associated Press reported this, and I called them
Jabeeps.
bad names.
Yeah, that's terrible. I love those things.
The confection was invented in 1983 by a former ice cream truck driver.
Okay.
And as you may have guessed, it has fans. Rabid fans.
Well, I had the shots.
One being, they didn't take. They're so painful in the stomach. Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian? Alexis, the co-founder of Reddit, is one of them.
Okay.
She actually offered to buy the rights to keep it on the market, but Klondike's parent company, Unilever, didn't respond.
Oh,
Later the same day, Klondike tweeted that was working hard to bring the Choco Taco back in the coming years.
I sure hope so.
Boy, that'd be like ending the Twinkie. Oh, wait.
Well, Twinkies don't taste the way they did when we were kids.
No.
So
No. Back then, you knew that Twinkies, cockroaches, and Keith Richards survive anything.
that is the truth.
Really?
Wife tweets.
Huh?
Wife tweets. Tweets wives tweet out. Twitter
Okay.
tweets by wives.
Got it.
Husband pours milk before cereal. Me. Get out.
That's true. You put your milk in that bowl before the cereal. Get out.
What is it called when you ask your husband to fold a load of clothes while you take the kids for a walk and he only folds his own? Justifiable homicide? I think it's called justifiable homicide.
Well, I think you should have expected it, but okay.
Yeah, right. Husband, did you hear about those murder hornets? So crazy. Me. I bet their husbands chew like you.
You can fill in any transgression in there.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the murder hornets? They had about 3 seconds of airtime and
And then we haven't heard much about
didn't
them.
catch on, did it?
Not yet. My husband and I were having a hypothetical conversation about opening a restaurant after all of this COVID stuff is over. And it was really fun until we started to disagree on how we'd run things and who we'd hire. And now our restaurant's going under and we're getting a divorce.
Do they have a restaurant?
No, they did not. It was a
So it never got past the.
hypothetical stage.
So shouldn't it be a hypothetical divorce?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Wow.
One would hope.
Hypothetically divorcing.
Back to you.
No, we're done now.
Oh, that's right.
I can count to 4 today.
Today and today only.
You know, the other 5 days of the week, who knows?
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.